Hollywood's plot-driven films can kinda make people forget that movies are a visual art. But don't worry, our mysterious founder has you covered. Here are 4 hand-selected fantasy films with breathtaking and unique visuals. There are tall tales of the Czech New Wave, West African folktales, a French classic, and unique shadow animation. You won't want to miss these gems. The Fabulous Baron Munchausen. You may have seen Terry Gilliam's 1988 film, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, another of our founder's favorites. But that film was actually sort of a sequel to this 1962 film. It's based on Rudolf Ulrich Rasp's novel, Baron Munchausen's narrative of his marvelous travels and campaigns in Russia. But there's no doubt Karel Zeman put his own Czech New Wave spin on it for The Fabulous Baron Munchausen. It mixes live-action footage with multiple forms of animation and spectacular film manipulation to create a completely unique aesthetic. Kiriko and the Sorceress.
My name is Kirikou.
This 1988 French film was director Michel Ocelot's debut. It was so successful, it led to 2 sequels and a stage musical. It's not hard to see why. Inspired by West African folktales, it tells the story of a newborn boy named Kiriko who sets out to save his village from an evil witch. The 2D animation is dense and vibrant, inspired by colorful West African art and fabrics, but its release was blocked in the USA and UK because of the non-sexual depictions of nudity throughout, which is part of West African culture. The Adventures of Prince Ahmed. Here's something very special for you. The oldest, still surviving animated feature film in the world. It's Lotte Reiner's The Adventures of Prince Ahmed. This 1926 silent German film is based on the story found in 1001 Nights. But the story isn't the most amazing part of this film. Instead, it's the captivating shadow animation technique invented by Reiner that makes this film so worth watching. It's made with cardboard puppets, but these aren't the kinds of puppets that can perform live. Instead, they were manipulated frame by frame, like an early form of stop animation. This smooth and beautiful animation makes for a uniquely ornate film. Beauty and the Beast. We know there are countless versions of Beauty and the Beast, but this is no Disney film. This is Jean Cocteau's 1946 French cinema classic. This dark version of the fairy tale all starts when Belle's father, thinking he's made a fortune, asks his daughters what gifts they want him to bring back from his business trip. 2 sisters want exotic animals, but humble Belle asks only for a single rose. When her father arrives in town, he discovers his fortune is gone, and he's forced to find his way home on horseback. But when he accidentally finds himself in a seemingly abandoned castle garden, he remembers Belle and picks her a single rose. For the simple crime, the beast of the castle sentences him to death. Belle sacrifices herself to the beast to save her father, and an unusual love story begins. This dark fairy tale is complemented by Cocteau's lavish black and white visuals, sparkling costumes, and captivating practical effects, all culminating in an ending that people are still debating today. Have you seen these films? What's your favorite aesthetic movie? Tell us in the comments.